Libra, hello, this is Grand Madam with your general reading. I put down several cards from the Dark Goddess deck, and we came up with some key words for you. First, from Mama Brigitte, redemption. From the Goddess Kali, destruction. From the Russian Goddess, the Russian Witch rather, Baba Yaga, loss. And Sheila Nagig talks about desperation. I picked a few, hoping to find something better. And I got Pele, transformation. Pythia talks about knowledge that you now have. You've learned a lesson. Hecate, you are protected. Dear woman, you're protected from temptation now. Kailash, and you will have to learn to endure. Henenui Tepo talks about building trust. Oh, and Penthesilea, guilt has to be done away with. Skila talks about the drama that came about with a situation. Diti talks about the revenge you hold in your heart. Get rid of it. It's not going to help. The best revenge is karma. And Nix says, you need a break. You need to rest, Libra. Now, I'm not going to clarify all of these cards. There's no need to. But what I did do, I picked the vice versa deck. I'm going to look into Mama Brigitte's message of redemption. So, what is it you have to be redeemed for, Libra? This is a general reading. It's not going to hit all Libras. It hits, and the reason for that is because this is going to hit the Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Venus, Libra Ascendant, and Libra Mars if you are a male. Libra Mars if you're a male, Libra females or feminines, it will be Venus. Venus in Libra, okay? So, Mama Brigitte's redemption. Her message of redemption is things have to be fixed before they can be redeemed. Mama Brigitte will clear out any problems you have once you start to make things right, make amends, fix this. So what needs to be fixed, Mama Brigitte? What needs to be fixed? Here we have a Knight of Swords charging without any direction. We've got a lot of pent-up frustration and anger, Libra. And we have a lot of strength that is required to beat the devil. Now, the devil is basically, not necessarily Capricorn in this case, but an addiction of some kind. And your romance angels, they talk about codependency. Codependency is an addiction. I can't be alone. I need somebody with me all the time, which creates one relationship after another failed relationship after another failed relationship after another failed relationship. Other addictions include any kind of drug, anything that is keeping you from your goals or keeping you from your life. And the reason, the first thing that pops out of the mind when we see the devil card is drugs, whether they're prescribed, illegal, or alcohol or cigarettes. When you cannot think straight, when you start making one poor decision after another poor decision after another poor decision, when you start getting into poor activities or low level energy activities, pretty much there's some codependency involved with that. Okay, Libra? So while under the influence of being codependent, you offered a cup of love. But this cup of love created problems because now you have gone within to figure out what went wrong, how it went wrong, what happened. Basically what happened. Here we have the Nine of Wands. You're standing there with your staff. You're ready to go back to war. But in the meantime, you are almost assessing what you're going to have to fight with and who you're going to have to fight with. You're looking out. You're standing on a precipice, in a parapet from the castle. A wealthy man looks out and sees the sun, but his back is turned. He's looking at all he has to lose and what he has to gain and how he has to go about it. He has a choice to make. Which direction should he take? Which would better his life? Which would better his business? Which direction? And here's an offering. Here's another Knight card. Someone is offering, and whenever I see this is the Three of Cups, okay? We're talking about drinking and merriment, okay? But when I see an offering being made at nighttime, I wonder what the sacrifice really was. Anytime you make an offering, you're really making a sacrifice. So what did you give up, Libra? What is it you have to redeem and make amends for? And here we have the Sun card. At least it's in the day. This is success. This is happiness. This is joy. For some of you, you literally gave up your happiness in a situation. And here's the Ace of Swords. Now the truth is out about what you're sacrificed. And so the question is, was it worth the sacrifice? For some of you, maybe it was, because here's the Six of Wands. This is the card of victory and support. You see all these people? Well, you can't see the people too well in this one. But right here, there are people, you can't see them behind the horse, but you can see their staves heralding you on. Yet, you want to get away. Here's the Six of Swords. On this side, you're sneaking away. On this side, you're just up and leaving. It looks like at dawn. But at this side, you have waited to the dead of night to get out of the situation. Now you're anxious with the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and geez, right behind it are your Ten of Swords. So, and here's the Tower. Here's the Tower. What you gave up that may have something to do with a Queen of Cups who has turned her back. You gave up your happiness for something instead, and it didn't work. You had options. I have a feeling this is a relationship card. This is a relationship reading. You had options and opportunities. This is the Seven of Cups with the angel in front for new, romantic, and this is a soulmate relationship. You had an option. But look who's here. That's the devil. Now, in this case, the devil turned his back, meaning that you walked away. Or, ooh, we have the lotus here. The lotus is a symbol in Buddhism, right down here. The lotus is a symbol in Buddhism that it grows in mud. And from the mud, it turns into a beautiful flower. You also have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, and they're red. So these are issues with the root chakra. These are issues with money, sex, material things. Up here is a 5-star. That can signify man. I'm trying to see. Yep, look, there's a face. You can't probably see it, but there's a face in the center of that star. And here is a book that's burning. It could be inspiration. It could be, some books are books of light. And we have the fire again. So we're talking about fiery passion or a fiery sense of self-destruction. And you're walking away with your back turned, finally. Finally. Here's the front of the card. See how these people, is that people? Yeah, are bound and chained. This is being bound and chained to your addictions. And some of you, Libra, were straight up addicted to relationships. Serial monogamous. Some of you weren't that monogamous, though. You are reining it in. You're pulling it in. You're going from the mud, and you're becoming a lotus. But you did it so at a heavy, heavy, heavy sacrifice. You sacrificed your love, Libra. Or Libra's person sacrificed you. And now it's time for redemption. It's time to make amends. It's time for redemption. It's time to be redeemed. It's time to make the attempt to fix it. And it can't be just an apology with flowers and an I'm sorry. It's bigger than that. How do I know? Because right next to that is the card of Kali. Kali is symbolic of, her message is total destruction. Total destruction. So with the sacrifice of the relationship, Libra, you have to start at ground zero. You have to pick the right soil to plant the right seeds with the right place. Okay? Because there's nothing else left. Nothing left. Baba Yaga talks about loss. This is the Russian witch. But it's not just loss. Baba Yaga is like a thief in the night. She will steal from you what you do not appreciate. And the lesson of Baba Yaga is, if you don't appreciate what you already have, I will come like a thief in the night and snatch it from you. That's Baba Yaga. Now, like as I said before, this is about a relationship. I threw down some of the romance angel oracles. I can put these back. And this is what I found. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Because this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. You had who you wanted, but you threw it all away for material gain, which is about these little red candles down there at the bottom. That sits behind the devil. Okay? So for your next soulmate, or if you try to return to where you were before, you're going to have to keep an open mind, because your soulmate is different from what you were dealing with, who you were dealing with before. And the reason that you got into that mess in the first place was codependency, which is the devil in this position. Okay? Driven by material gain, but at the same time, overindulgence. Overindulgence with drink, overindulgence with drug, overindulgence with food, overindulgence with sex, overindulgence with everything. And that's what blew your relationship out of the water. Overindulgence with flirtations. And that's why you and your partner are separated. Now, if you want specifics, let's do, I've never clarified codependency before. Let's see what this is about. Tell me what this is about. I've called on the spiritual guides and angels for Libra for a message. We've already done redemption. You know about the destruction and loss. Tell me about the codependency. Tell me about the codependency. What's this codependency? That was the motivation behind that poor decision, to sacrifice your person. Okay, Libra? Or vice versa, as I said before. Someone made the sacrifice to dump one relationship for a whole different lifestyle and for another relationship. Or several other relationships, rather. Sex ships. Overindulgence. So one more. Okay, Spirit says one more. All right. This ought to be interesting. So what all went on for Libra? Okay. We have a work situation here. Toil and labor. And we have despair. So whatever took place at work or in a work setting. There was a lot of, there was travel to distant lands. You had to fly. Couldn't get there by train or car. Something was stolen from you. Here's the card of the thief. Courtship, didn't I call it? Someone stole your relationship. Someone stole your love. And that changed everything. There was a message of concern. A gift was offered. Or a gift was received. What was that gift? You were sharing with friends. Here's your friends, your community, friends, family members, friends who were like family. You traveled with those people. What the hell was that gift? And after the traveling, something didn't go right. Something went very wrong. Because now you're worried about it. Mental imprisonment. And for some of you, actually jail in foreign countries. Some of you, the thief stole your peace. And now you're feeling abandoned and left behind because your courtship was taken. Also, you lost that. And you may have received sudden wealth. What did I tell you about that? Money make material things. But even that changed. You lost your health, but you're recovering now. And here's a child. You were very childish in your behavior. And like a child, you were given a gift to soften the blow. But the situation died on you. You lost your friends. You lost your loved one. What in the world went down here? Let's keep pulling cards. Now we ain't going there. We're going here. God knows if I see this one more time. Okay. You lost your innocence. Here we have an older man. We could have had the death of a father or a father figure. Or this could be you, Libra, if you're over 35, over 40. Could be the death of a relative too. This was expected. But this expectation, for some of you it may be death of a relative, but I do believe this was death of a friendship. This is death of a friendship. When you took that trip, and your courtship back home. Hold on, it's coming. I'm trying to formulate the word. You know what? Okay, here we go. When you took the trip for work, despair. Either you, Libra, or someone lied about being in a relationship. And that changed the whole ball game for what was going on at work. Somebody lied about being in a relationship that brought about significant change in your life. And of all things to happen, here comes a message of concern. It was sent, who was it sent to? It was sent to Libra. It was a gift. Here we go with those damn flowers again. Your friends knew about it. This is someone you have mutual friends with on the job. These people are on the job. And for some reason, whatever this message was, it put you in bad health. Yeah, you know what happened? Your friends decided to start gossiping and talking amongst themselves, and they told the person back home. That's what happened. That's what happened. Here they are. Here's the message. Here's this gift. Here's the friends. Here's your worry. And now you're abandoned. But you did get your money. You got paid. You got paid. Foolish behavior, childish behavior landed you. Some of you did land in the hospital. And now that those friendships seem to be have come to an end, come to a death. Ended. Okay? So you went across the pond, took this trip for work with friends, got into trouble, and trouble followed you home. That's basically what happened. And wrecked your relationship at home. But you were old enough to know that that was a possibility of something like that could happen. You just didn't care. You wanted this gift. But you didn't expect it to beat you home. Here's a card of great fortune. Now with this card of great fortune, even though the damage is done, it can be retrievable. It can be retrieved because your health is oh shucks. Your health is recovering. Uh-oh. But your marriage may not be. Marriage card. Main male, that's you, Libra. Official message. That what you did. And now you're pondering again. Thoughts. You're ready to take another trip. This isn't for work. There was a discussion in the family room, in the conference room. Whatever you guys did over there of a concern, now management from the job is involved. The wealthy man could be the owner of the business you work for. Oh hell. Yeah, that's the business owner. That's the person you work for. Now the official person is involved. Oh geez. And here is the mature woman. I don't know whether she's Lady Susan here or not, but there's a wealthy man and there's Lady Susan. And that's trouble. Here's a high honor. Well, this is a woman of high honor. Okay, that's not Lady Susan. That's probably an attorney or someone. Unexpected money is coming in for a false person. Okay, you took a trip, went traveling, got into all kinds of trouble that occupation had to do with the job, and it got back. Here it is. Got back to the main female, your wife, and whatever happened ended up in the courthouse. Adjudication. This could be for some of you, it's a divorce. Because some of you have to take whole new pathway, whole new home with a privileged lady. Lovers. Okay. I hear threesomes, foursomes. Some of you went out of town for the job, co-workers, community, and you guys had a threesome and well, foursome. Come on, make up your mind. Threesome, foursome on the job. And guess who told? One of them who was in the foursome. The one who was in the foursome. So we have partner, 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 partner. There was also 2-on-1, 2 women on 1 man. There was also, then they switched while the other watched. Oh well, Libra. It got back home. It got back to the big boss. It got back to the big boss. Your behavior got back to the big boss. Now, how much of that was induced by drugs and alcohol? All of it. All of it. And the one who told it was the one who was indulging with all of you. But anyway, so much so. Not only did it get back to the boss, it got back to your partner, and now you're in separation. But the cards are saying stay optimistic about your love life. Mama Brigitte said you better start making amends. You do what it takes to get redeemed. Because the outcome is that you're going to level up your relationship. You got to play nice for a long time. You better be nice. That's what that is. Or your partner has to be nice to you after to make these amends. Because your partner is like, I am not trying to hear any of it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be bothered with it. You went out there and you destroyed everything we had. Everything we built is gone. Everything we built is gone. You took your partner for granted. You went out there with the wrong people and had a foursome, a threesome and a foursome, and they told. You're in trouble with management on the job. You're in trouble at home. Or your partner's in trouble at home, Libra. It could go vice versa. And you got to work on that. That has to be fixed. It says here that divine timing is at work in your love life, so nothing's going to happen fast. Okay? You're going to have to prove to Baba Yaga that you're worthwhile. That what you gave up, what you sacrificed was worth it. It's now just time for you to take a rest. Because the relationship you screwed up was an engagement. You were going to get married. Now that's a done deal. Okay? All I can tell you, Libra, at this point is that you're going to have to find some way to make things work. But just find some way to make things work, Libra. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Prayers and meditation will help also. But you've got to convince Mama Brigitte that you are redeemed. This is Grand Madam, wishing you much love.